Hi everybody, it's Christina and thank you for joining me. So today we're going to do some stamping on Hessian, and this time I'm using a really stiffened sheet of the white Hessian. I'm going to add some stamps to it and I'm going to die cut the shapes. Now you can either die cut the shapes first and then stamp it, or you can stamp it first and then die cut it. It's entirely up to you. This is one that's been die cut first and then I can stamp on it. So this is my textured Hessian that's not been stamped on, and this is my textured Hessian that's been die cut. So we'll stamp on both. This is to shape the flower with, and we'll keep that on one side to die cut this. So the first thing I'm going to do is just add some Stazon to my stamp. So there's my piece of Hessian that's been stamped, and this is just one of the simple single flowers and they've been die cut first. So I'm just going to stamp part of my stamp up with the Stazon. We'll press it down onto the flower, and there's the other part now of our flower. So this now can either be cut into die cut shapes, or you can use it as the background to a card. It's entirely up to you, but either way that will make a really pretty effect on your cards. So I prefer to die cut my shapes out first and then stamp, but with this one I'm going to cut this into an oval shape and I'll use that on a card. So there we are, that's die cut out, and once you've got your shapes cut you can then add your text stamp to the top. Now I'm also going to splatter these. So there's my stamp, and we'll just clean that little bit up there, and because it stays on you will need some isopropyl to clean it up. You only need a little bit. So we'll take some gold paint and we'll add some water and we'll just mix that up. Now once we've got that mixed up we can add some splatter to the top of these panels, and once that's dry you will have some gold splatters on your flowers. So once your gold is dry you can now start to add some shape. We're going to pop that on one side and we'll use that on the card in the next video. But for these I'm going to add some shapes. So for this one all I've done is pinch the petals together, and you can do either 2 or 3 layers, it's entirely up to you. And then if you push down in the middle you will get a shape to your flowers, and because it's stiffened it will hold the shape. Now once they've been added together that's one flower that you will get. Now for this one I've turned the petal over, I've pushed it down on the actual edge of the petal, and then once I've done that I've flipped it back over and I've pushed it in the middle. I've also bent up the petals so that they come in towards the centre, and that can also be layered together. So there you've got 2 different styles of flowers. That's 2 layers and that's 3 layers. So once your flowers are made you can either die cut some leaves to go behind them, hand cut some leaves, sorry, or you can die cut some leaves that will go behind them. But we've got 2 card bases there, one's a 5x7, one's an A6. Anything that you have left over you can keep for another project, and these are the 2 that we're going to decorate. So for each of my cards I've cut a smaller panel that will sit on the front, And for the front of that, I've cut another smaller panel. One's in whichever colour you want to use, the other one is in white. And for the top of that one, I've stenciled it. So I'm going to do the same with this one. We'll use Mermaid Lagoon, and we'll just stencil part of it. So we've come from the top left to the bottom right, and I think in that we'll use another colour just to bring that out a little bit more. So we'll pop the stencil back where it was. So this is Dusty Concord, and we'll just add a little bit more to the top of this, and we'll follow the same direction, top left to bottom right, and that will give us that pattern, and that will sit on there. Now for this one, before I add it to the card, I'm going to wrap it with some lace, and then I'm going to wrap the top of that with some ribbon, and the ribbon matches the colour scheme to the card. So I'm going to do that to my card. I'll go away and do that off camera, and then I'll come back to you when it's done. So this one has had a bow added to the wrapped ribbon, and I've added it to the card base. And this one I've wrapped some twine round it, and to level the twine up on the back I've added cardboard, and that's now going to be added to the A6 base. Now to add the decoration to my cards, I've found a gold swirl. I'm adding in the leaves. So we'll just add these in a random area for now, and then we can put them where we want them when we come to glue it. So this is just a dry run, and for this I'm using the pinched flower, and I'm only going to use 2 layers, and that's going to sit along there. Now for this one I'm going to use the rounded flowers and the leaves, and I'm going to add these along here. Now for the centres of my flowers, I've found some small pearly pieces that will fit in there, and this is a little bit bigger one. So I'm going to glue those in place, and then we'll add a sentiment. So there are my 2 cards. One is a 5x7, the other is an A6. They both have stencil backgrounds and a sentiment on there. They've both got stamped Hessian flowers. This one has die cut leaves on it. For the little dots that are around the edges, I've used a hole punch in the same colour card just to give me that extra little bit on there. So I hope you've enjoyed the video, and if you have, please leave me a comment and give me the thumbs up. And why not subscribe to my channel, click the notification bell, then you'll always be aware when I add a new video. Thank you so much for joining me. I'll see you again soon. Bye for now.